Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
Hello students, in congruence of triangles, till now we have seen two congruency criteria. The first one was SSS. It is side, side, side. It says if all the three sides of a triangle are correspondingly equal to three sides of another triangle, then triangles are called congruent triangles. And we know if two triangles are congruent, then their corresponding parts are also equal. And we have seen we have to be very careful while writing the congruency relation symbolically. And after this, we have seen one criteria, SAS. It was side angle side. It says if two sides of a triangle and angle included between these two sides are correspondingly equal to two sides and angle included between these two sides of another triangle, then the triangles are called congruent triangles. So this criteria is known as SAS because here we are using two sides and angle included between them. So it is side angle side. Now in this video we are going to see one more criteria, and it is ASA. So in the last two criteria we have seen that Tapu and Sonu were playing some game and they discovered these two criteria. So SAS was discovered by Tapu and Sonu by playing a game, and similarly SSS was also discovered by them by playing a game. Now again they started playing the same game. Now let's see how they are playing a game now. Now again Tapu and Sonu are playing one game. Now what Tapu did, Tapu has drawn a triangle and he took all its measurements, and the triangle was like this. So this is the triangle drawn by Tapu. And he has noted down all its measurements. Now he asks Sonu that can you draw a triangle which is copy of this triangle, triangle ABC? And Sonu has not seen this triangle. Now what Tapu decided that he will give him a bit of informations, and then according to those informations only, Sonu has to draw a triangle which is copy of this triangle ABC, or we can say a triangle which is congruent to this triangle ABC. Then Sonu said, yes, okay, I will try it. So Tapu decided to give him a information. Now they already know that if he gives him one side, it won't be enough, and if he gives him one side and one angle, still it won't be enough, as they have seen in SAS criteria. Now what Tapu decided that he will give him two angles and side included between them. So Tapu told him that two angles are 36 degrees and 65 degrees, and what else he told him, that side included between these angles, side included between these angles is 5.5 centimeters. So Sonu told him that okay, I'll try it once. So Sonu started drawing a triangle. Now what he did first he has taken a side of 5.5 centimeters. Now this is 5.5 centimeters. Now two of the angles which are at the endpoints of this side are given. One of the angle is 36 and one of the angle is 65 degrees. So what he did, from this point he has drawn an angle of 36 degrees. So he got like this. Now from here he again drawn an angle of 65 degrees. So he got like this. So now he came to know that he got one triangle. Here is the point of intersection of these two rays. So he called this point as point A, and this point as B, and this as C. So here he got one triangle ABC, and this is the unique triangle he can get by this information. there can't be any other triangle possible using this information. So it means this time by using two angles and included side, he was able to draw a triangle which was congruent to the given triangle, or we can say congruent to the triangle ABC. So here is the congruent triangle in which two of the angles are 36 degrees and 65 degrees respectively, and the side included between these angles is 5.5 centimeters. So it means now they have discovered one more criteria, and it is angle side angle, because here we are using angle, side included between them, and then again a angle. So it is ASA. Now we are going to study ASA in detail. Let's see what is the statement of ASA. So here is ASA congruence criteria. It says, if under a correspondence, two angles and the included side of a triangle are equal to two corresponding angles and the included side of another triangle, then the triangles are congruent. So it is like this. Suppose we are having two triangles, let's say these are the two triangles we are having. And it is given here that this angle is 45 degrees and this angle here is 60 degrees and this side length is 3 centimeters. And here also two angles are marked. One is this angle, it is 45 degrees, and one is this angle, it is 60 degrees, and this side length is also marked as 3 centimeters. So now here we can use ASA criteria. As we can see here, this angle is equal to this angle here. We can name these triangles as ABC and this one as DEF. So now here angle B is equal to angle D and BC is equal to DE, and then we have angle C is equal to angle E. So here we are having two angles of triangle ABC and included side, which is BC, are correspondingly equal to two angles of triangle DEF and side included between these two angles. So it means now these two triangles are congruent. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Now the thing is how we can write the congruency relation symbolically. What should we do for that? We need correspondence between vertices. So here we have seen that angle B is equal to angle D. So it means B corresponds to D and angle C is equal to angle E. So it means C corresponds to E. Now only one vertex is left from triangle ABC. It is vertex A. Now it will correspond to vertex F. So now it means we can write congruency relation like this. First of all, we can write by ASA, because here we have used ASA congruency rule. By ASA, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle FDE. So it will be triangle FDE. So this is how we can write congruency relation. We have to be very careful while writing order of vertices in congruency relation, because we can interpret many informations from here, from this order itself. From here only we can say that angle A is equal to angle F, angle B is equal to angle D, and angle C will be equal to angle E, and AB will be equal to FD, and then BC will be equal to DE, and AC will be equal to FE. All these informations can be interpreted from the congruency relation itself. We don't have to look at the triangles for this. We don't even have to superpose one triangle over the another. No need of superposition here. Now let's see one example. It is by applying ASA congruence rule. it is to be established that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle QRP, and it is given that BC is equal to RP. What additional information is needed to establish congruence? So here only one thing is given to us, that BC is equal to RP. By this much of information, can we use ASA criteria here? No, we can't use ASA criteria. Then what else do we need? We need two of the angles of triangle ABC should be correspondingly equal to two angles of triangle QRP. So first of all, let's do one thing. Let's draw rough sketches of these two triangles. Let's say this is triangle ABC and side BC is given equal to RP. Now let's say here is the triangle QRP. Now BC and RP, these are the two equal sides. So what else do we need for using ASA congruence rule? So in ASA congruence rule, we have seen that if two angles of a triangle and angle included between these two. So in ASA congruence rule, we have seen that if two angles of a triangle and side included between these two angles are equal to corresponding two angles of second triangle and side included between these two angles are equal, then we can use ASA criteria. So here we need now angle B should be equal to angle R. And what else do we need? We need one more information, and it should be angle C is equal to angle P. So now it means we need angle B is equal to angle R and angle C is equal to angle P. So this is the information which is required for using ASA congruence rule. For using ASA congruence rule, we basically need two angles and a side included between these two angles. Now let's see one more example. So here the question is this figure given here. Can you use ASA congruence rule and conclude that triangle AOC is congruent to triangle BOD? So what do you think? Can we use ASA congruence rule here? So first let's see what are the equal parts given for these two triangles. So here we can write in triangle AOC and triangle BOD. In these two triangles we are having one of the angle is 70 degrees and here one of the angle is 70 degrees. So it means angle C is equal to angle D. Angle C is equal to angle D. What else do we have? See here one angle is this angle O, that is angle AOC is equal to this angle. We can name it as angle BOD. This is also 30 degrees because these two angles are vertically opposite angles. So we can write it here, angle AOC is equal to angle BOD. And they are equal because they are vertically opposite angles. So here this VO means vertically opposite. We have to write the complete name while writing in the exam. So here we are having two things, angle C is equal to angle D, angle AOC is equal to angle BOD. Do we have anything else? Yes, we have one more thing. It is AC is equal to BD. They both are 3 units as marked here. So we can write it here, AC is equal to BD. Now what do you think? We are having two of the angles equal and one side is equal. So two angles of triangle AOC and one side are correspondingly equal to two angles and one side of triangle BOD. So can we use ASA congruence rule here? What we have seen for ASA congruence rule, we have seen that the side should be the side included between the angles we are considering. So here the angles we are considering are from triangle AOC it is angle C and angle O, but the side given is AC. So can we use ASA criteria? No, it is not possible to use ASA criteria here. So what should we do now? Is it impossible to use ASA criteria? So we can't conclude that these two triangles are congruent. But they seems to be congruent only. See here, two of the angles are equal. Now what about this angle A? Can we find this angle from triangle AOC? Yes, we can do this. How? We have seen angle sum property of triangles. It says sum of all the angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. Now let's use that here. So we can say in triangle AOC, angle A plus 70 degrees plus 30 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Now from here, by simplifying, we will get angle A plus 100 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. So now by transposing 100 on the right side of the equation, we will get angle A is equal to 180 degrees minus 100 degrees. Now this gives us angle A is equal to 80 degrees. Similarly, we can get angle B is also 80 degrees because two of the angles of triangle BOD are 30 degrees and 70 degrees. So the third angle will be 80 degrees. So it means we can write similarly angle B is equal to 80 degrees. Now we are having angle A is equal to angle B. So we can write that here, angle A is equal to angle B. And they both are equal to 80 degrees as we have seen here. Now what do you think? Now can we use ASA criteria? Yes, now we can easily use ASA criteria. Because here now we are having angle A is equal to angle B, angle C is equal to angle D, and AC is equal to BD. So it means we are having two angles of a triangle AOC and side included between these two angles are correspondingly equal to two angles and side included between these two angles are equal. So now it means we can say that these two triangles are congruent. So here we can write the congruency relation like this by ASA. Triangle AOC is congruent to angle A is equal to angle B. So we have to write vertex B first, and then we are having vertex O here, and we know AOC is equal to BOD, that is angle O of triangle AOC is equal to angle O of triangle BOD. So it means vertex O from triangle AOC corresponds to vertex O of triangle BOD. So here it will be O, and then C corresponds to D because angle C is equal to angle D as we can see here. So it will be BOD. So now this is the congruence relation. Triangle AOC is congruent to triangle BOD. So here we have seen that if two of the angles are given equal, like if two angles of a triangle are equal to two angles of the another triangle, then we can simply get the third angle will also be equal. So it means if any of the side is given and two of the angles are given, then we can use ASA criteria by finding the third angle, because we can find the third angle by using angle sum property. And we know if two angles of one triangle are equal to two angles of the another triangle, then the third angle also has to be equal only. So it means if the side is not the included side, still we can use ASA criteria by finding the third angle. Now the next question is, what is the side included between the angles M and N of triangle MNP? Now a rough sketch will help us. Let's draw a rough sketch. Say this is the triangle MNP. We have to tell side included between the angles M and N. So here is angle M and this one is angle N. So what do you think? Which is the side included between these two angles? It is MN. So it means answer for this question will be side MN. We can say side MN is the side included between angle M and angle N. Similarly, if the question is what is the side included between angle M and angle P? It will be MP. So just by drawing a rough sketch, we can get the included side when two angles are given to us. Now let's try this question. The question here is, you want to establish a congruence relation, that is triangle DEF is congruent to triangle MNP using the ASA congruence rule. You are given that angle D is equal to angle M, angle F is equal to angle P. What information is needed to establish the congruence? Now one hint is also given. They are saying draw a rough figure and then try. So rough figures always helps. So let's draw two triangles now. Let's say here is the first triangle and the second triangle is this one. Let the first triangle here be DEF and the second one is MNP. Now what is given? Angle D is equal to angle M, that is this angle is equal to this angle, and angle F is equal to angle P. We can write it like this. This angle F is equal to angle P. So now what else do we need for using ASA criteria? We need a side included between these two angles. So for triangle DEF it will be DF, and for triangle MNP it will be MP. So it means we need DF is equal to MP. So the information required is DF should be equal to MP. Now if this is also given to us, we can simply use ASA criteria and we can say triangle DEF is congruent to triangle MNP. Hence the final answer for this question is DF is equal to MP. This is the information required.